My name is Sam Price, the Crypto Library. Here's your daily. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. 62,890 to the downside. I woke up this morning. I gave a report to my trading group. I said I see downside for Bitcoin. We lost the 200 SMA on the 1 minute, and things started to get pretty nasty. Let's take a look. How is this, can we plug up this hole? How is the blood going to stop bleeding? Let's take a look at it right now for Bitcoin. Shout out to everybody jumping in with me. Some days it's up, some days it's down. I kept telling you guys that the weekly was too far away from the 21-day moving average. Let's break this down. Every time the weekly makes this gap away from the 21, it's likely going to make the move back down to it. Stochastic suggesting that this could happen. I'm not saying it's a guarantee. We still have a little bit of support there at 59,060K, but, we're going to break down levels to watch, where we're going. But right now, don't be surprised if we come down to this 618.65 at $50,000, $51,000. Don't listen to people that it's always up. There's too many people that were screaming, just Bitcoin just never, it goes up, it goes up, it goes up. And I think people are in shock right now. They're like, but I thought the ETFs, and I kept saying it's the technical analysis. Watch the 21. I kept saying, watch the 21, watch the 21. I said, watch the bearish divergence. The 3-day is starting to reset, but you can still see when the 3-day dumps, it has some time. It has some time. So it suggests we could still go lower and we could touch this 21. The hope is that we don't have to touch the 21 on the weekly, that the 3-day will suffice. You know what I mean? And and that could shave off some of the dump. I've seen both. So I'm giving you kind of my years of experience here with all the different dumps I've seen. Let's get the like button up to the watchers, even though you may not feel great. Today's an amazing day to be alive. It's not about money every single time. It's about where you're going in life, what you want to achieve, and what you want to do. Powell is still to speak through. Yeah, Powell is going to speak too. At what time? Powell speaks. Let's take a look at the CME watch tool. It'll probably give us a little area, like, do we see Powell speak here? On Forex Factory will probably actually help us out too. Let's take a look at Forex Factory and see what's happening. All right. Okay. So, where do we see? Fed Chair speaks at 9 a.m. So he already spoke then, I guess, right? Looks like he spoke already, in my humble opinion. All right. I don't know if he was bearish or what it was about. Sometimes, I usually go with whatever he said the day before, you know what I mean? Or earlier this week. Screen share was amazing last night. Amazing. Love the positive energy. Screen share last night made me feel like family. He hasn't spoken yet. Thank you for telling me. Okay, cool. So it's scheduled for 9 a.m., but he hasn't finished it off. All right. Is he in Belgium already? Is that how fast he gets? Did he move around like that? Anyway. Thankfully, he said it's going down, which means it's going up. He gets most calls wrong. Jerome Powell, right? So look, Dow was in a beautiful cup and handle, hit the 618, boom, right? We talked about this at the screen share 2 weeks ago, and I went over and I brought you to the website. See, to me, this was kind of a no-brainer. Let's kind of talk about Dow Maker and why it was making a gain, why I brought it up to you guys on that screen share. Aerodrone still holding gains too of 76. Took a little bit of a hit, but still doing all right. Let's take a look at Dow Maker. Okay, so $344 million market cap. And what I want you to understand is how many amazing projects came out of this. And that's what people don't realize. They got DAPPAD, Pundu. Masa's going to be big. I'm telling you, I can already see Masa going to be big. Cody fight already sounds hot, right? But look, what, you know what I mean? What could happen? So I like this launchpad. Octavia did a 28x. GT Protocol 27x. Remember, someone in our trading group brought it to us at 18 cents. Then it came out on MEXC. Unbelievable, right? So Sophiaverse, you got an 8x. This thing did a 19x. SuiPad 6x, 6.5x. Rejuve AI did a 9x. Layer AI, right? 29x. So there's a lot of interesting projects that came out of here, and I see more coming. And this thing just, gets people's attention. And even when the market could be kind of slipping, it's all about these IDOs, man. And I saw this cup and handle sitting at the 618. This thing blasted to 189 to the target. So shout out to anyone that jumped into Dow Maker or understood what it was or learned about it through me. We broke it down on a weekly screen share about 2 weeks ago. And we had our kind of, deep dive on it. And, I see why it was kind of what it was speaking to me in so many ways. And it's just a blessing to be alive, right? Dow Maker, man. And you can see, wow. Okay. Yeah. And it was listed on a Sendex. Like this thing, I kind of started seeing it maybe in August too. It's pretty interesting. Maker, man, 122%, 189, unbelievable. And it boomed all the way up even more, right? So just, you know what I mean? And the idea why is because it's a Larry, you know. Larry Fink on MSNBC apologizing to Fiat for being mean to it. Yeah. Man, I've been hearing this track on your stream for a while now, and it's catchy as heck. Yeah, this, it's called Can't Fake It by Larry Poppins. You gotta love your Larry Poppins, right? You gotta love it. Shout out to the channel sponsors, I Trust Capital. We appreciate you. We thank you for your constant support. I Trust Capital is an amazing place if you want to learn how to, you know, move your money tax-free through an IRA, Roth IRA, right? And, you know, there's two differences. One, you basically put the money in, no taxes. And when you take the money out, you pay the taxes. One, you pay the taxes when you put it in, but when you take it out, you don't pay the taxes. So you kind of decide which is best for you, which makes more sense for your living situation and kind of what you want to be doing. All right. But I'll look into it. You can buy and sell cryptocurrency inside of your iTrust Capital account. And it's a non-taxable event at that present moment in time. It's pretty amazing. And so look into it, find out what's going on, see the QR code and the links below to find out more about iTrust Capital. All right. Also, we have a new channel sponsor for the month, and we're super excited to talk about it and tell you. And we're going to be implementing that in a second here. All right. Here we go. Let me get it going. 1 segundo. I can do it. I swore I can do it. I know how to do it. I know how to do it. But anyway, so how are you feeling today? You know, it's crazy. Getting beat down out of nowhere. Always not a fun thing, right? Watching the portfolio get hit. Ooh, what happened there? Okay, I get it. We'll fix it. Let me do it here. I want to bring in my man, Ernest, man. Had a crazy morning this morning, so as you can imagine. All right. I'm going to add the source. Streamlabs is fun. I'm probably going to move on. Do it tomorrow. Yeah. I'm going to lose it. Sammy, you got a second to bring it in there. And then it's over, buddy. And then it's over. All right. I thought that's where I put it. And now I don't see it. All right. I'll do it tomorrow. Hold on. No. I just had it, though. Hold on. I want to put a banner up. Save the image. I saved you. Live stream elements. There you went. I see you right there. Done. All right. And then I want to bring you in. I want to grab the media file. I want to bring in that live stream element. E. Lee, right? I'm holding my short till 55, he says. That's going to be, you know, that should play out, right? Live stream elements. That's weird. Oh, that's why. Yeah. All media files as opposed to all files. I knew that was what was going on. Shout out to Decrypted Tax. We appreciate you. Go to decrypted.tax and check them out. All right. Check them out at decrypted.tax. That is Ernest Lee. All right. Place where you can get an actual tax attorney and you can go over all of your transactions, right? Every single thing. And they'll do the blockchain for you. They'll break it down in a way you've never thought possible. Shout out to Decrypted Tax. We really appreciate you. All right. How are you doing today, man? I'm doing good. Let's take a look at the total market cap in all of cryptocurrency. We're also going to take a look at the DXY and see what's happening on the DXY. So the total market cap still doesn't look too bad, actually. Still in pretty much a bull flag, right? Even if it comes a little lower. So we could pull a fib here. Do we come down to the 618? We kind of almost did already. It's pretty interesting, right? So the total market cap kind of tapped the golden pocket already. It already did it. Like, we've already hit it, which is pretty interesting. So we may still make a higher low here. So that's the most positive thing that I could say. And the daily's pretty beat. And we do have some hidden bullish divergence. Like, this whole thing moves up while this swings down. And, so again, it's not all bad right now. And even if we go lower to the 786, it's really just still a bull flag, right? That could continue for its next leg to the upside. So we went up hard, everybody, for a long time. What goes up must come down. A healthy retrace would be awesome, right? It's kind of what you need. And you can see there's a lot of chop right here that could support this same area at the 786 and the 618. So the total market cap has support at 216 and 2028. And even right here, kind of where we bounced. So until we lose this area on the total market cap, we're okay. Let's take a look at the weekly on the total market cap. That didn't make an all-time high. It hit rejections here. So it got kind of rejected in this middle area. But it does have some support, right? The same area, 215. And right there, so the support kind of lines up pretty much for the daily and the weekly. So we could still see lower lows. We're not on the water yet. Let's take a look at our 4 hour. Our 4 hour is just getting started. Looks pretty M pattern-esque. So, a lot of people are saying, hey, we got an inverted head and shoulder here. And it's possible. We need this to flip up and not go all the way down. But if this wants to continue down, which 90% of the time it does, it suggests that we do see some nasty, nasty lows. So you would want to look at this more like an M. So you would turn this more into an M. And why? You'd be like, well, it's mixed signals, Sam. How can you go from a head and shoulder or an M? It's really the Stokes. If the Stokes were low and curving, I'd be, oh, wow, more of a head and shoulder. If the Stokes have got more space and they want to push to the downside, it's more likely we go lower. You see what I mean? This is just kind of what I'm seeing and what I'm paying attention to. So, this likely can come, to the measured move, which would be the length here of this neckline to the head, and then we would swing that here. Suggest that we the total market cap could send us back down to that lower area at 2.029, and that is the 786 Fibonacci retracement from this impulse. All right. If we want to take a deeper impulse, we could go lower, but that's also, we'll go one step at a time. But I see the 786 here. Gaps in the VRVP. You lost some key areas, and it's kind of has shoulder, head, shoulder. It's kind of head and shouldery as well. All right. So, Bitcoin macro low that I'm looking for, and again, I'm bullish unless we put in a lower low below 39,000. That's your low, that's your high. You would have to break that, in my opinion, on the 3-day chart. Okay. But look at your bearish div. That's pretty, again, people don't see this as bearish divergence, but I do. Whenever this is a sharp move up and this isn't a sharp look, if that continues this way and that continues that way, you will hit it. And there you have divergence. You see what I mean? So, to me, there's two, and again, it's not all doom and gloom. Maybe we bounce. There's a chance, but I've been saying that because I'm open-minded, but I keep watching key local levels lose, right? There's a chance we bounce. You never know. Bang. So, and again, if you could pull a little fib here just from this impulse, we say, okay, we're bouncing off the 786 and we could get a bounce here. Let's take a look, and that's what brings me to the smaller time frames. I start looking at the 22 and the daily. 22 had this beautiful bounce with divergence. Things actually look pretty good on my RSI indicator, flashed a divvy. And we still could get a V-shaped recovery. You know what I mean? It is still Bitcoin. At the same time, I'm just weary, right? I'm weary that the fact that we're pushing further to the 200, we already bounced off of it, we revisited. Not your best sign, right? We never got back. This was the key area when we tried to get back above the 200 SMA on the 1 hour time frame, and we never could, right? I'm going to get rid of these projections now just so we can see what's actually happening, right? This is how I do it. I start on the bigger, and again, this is horrible. All right, not horrible, but anytime you break back inside the pattern, you're going to head to the bottom of it. And my students, everyone in my trading group knew this. They knew exactly what to look for today. And I looked at the 7-minute this morning. And if you saw me, I drew this and I said, everyone, like, this is a bear flag. And it's looking like we're going to make a move to the downside. And that was my target there, and there you go. I mean, we hit the target. Length of the pole. And it even has, we could say it may be even a little steeper there. No, but that's basically it. Isn't that amazing how the measured move? We got this divergence. We bounced back up. Support was, and again, you find your local bounce, and if you can't get above that, you continue to keep the short going. That looks like it makes kind of a descending triangle, right? And then that dumps to the downside. So now you're desperately looking for some type of divergence to stop. All right. So if you're in my trading group, you wake up at 7:30, you get an update from me, and I'm saying, hey, I see more downside for Bitcoin. Maybe there's a chance this and that, but I got to tell you the facts here. So right when you wake up, you already know kind of what's happening. So when you see this, you're not like, oh my gosh. You're like, yep, this is what I was told, right? And look, I gave the update, okay, in the trading group. And then right here at 8 a.m., so I give the update at 7 in the morning, right? Here's the update. All right, let's take a look at what happened to Bitcoin here. So things are going great. We got the bearish, in my humble opinion. Like they're bearish. They've turned bearish. Let me see here. Yeah, see, that says the 4-hour wants to bring us some pain. So still could break out, still some type. Just when I saw this 4-hour wants to go. Right there, see? Right? And you could just see that 7-minute wanted to dump down to 63,120. That's what I was seeing. And look, the Stokes were getting high. I'm a stochastic guy. We had lost the 200 SMA. I trade the 200 SMA like it's my go-to. And the second you see this, you just like, how can you be bullish? You know what I mean? I don't get it. And I'm the most bullish guy in the room. All I want is bullishness. I'm a happy, positive dude. I like to see everyone win. I want to see markets go up, of course, right? But I'm also a realist, and I got to see things for what they are. Now, the 5-minute doing something similar that we just saw, all right? Kind of making another bear flag. And, and you got to remember that the bigger time frames want to take over, and that's a bearish engulfing candle now. And again, remember, when you break back inside of a pattern that you have previously broken back out of, you're likely going to break down to the bottom of that pattern. 59,000 looks likely, and then we'll see 5s for the first time in a long time. And when we see 5s, right? People will be like, man, that's kind of crazy, right? So 50 and then, yeah. 50 and then at full speed to 100K. I'm so bullish, right? You guys are funny, man. I mean, I'm open-minded to black swans, to anything that could happen, right? So I've been blindsided by markets before. It's not going to happen again. So I'm paying attention at all times. All right. Very inspirational to me. I made over 100K from listening to you. I'm still working 4 a.m. to 3 p.m. jobs. Shout out to my man. He made over $100,000 listening to me. And people was like, oh, I don't know this guy. I never met him. God bless you, man. Thank you for coming here and getting getting the education. I spit education every day, so I'm here to help people. We went through the entire bear market. We doubled my trading group. So we prove that opportunity is always around if you make it. There's always opportunity. All right. So looking at the 7 now, we're getting overbought again on the stochastics and going sideways. Likely that you could see more downside. Let's take a look at our 1-minute time frame. Are we getting some type of, again, this looks kind of like a bear flag to me too as well. So I'm not loving what I'm seeing here for Bitcoin. I'm just not at the present moment in time. I am loving it if you want to make some gains short in the market. Okay. So the 4 hours, wants to come down on you, and you can see the weekly is resetting. The 3-day is also like everything. All the bigger time frames say yay, and then the smaller time frames let go. So it is what it is, right? The 1 minute could get this bounce back to the 200. This is a divergence that we're seeing here now. This swings up while that swung down, but divergence is only as good as the support or resistance. So what you would do is you would look at this flag. That's kind of your top. There's your bottom there. I guess you could make it this flag, this little like slanted. Can you get the bounce back to the upside here? Or do you get rejected, by by either this trend or this previous kind of support. There's resistance there, so you'd have to break back above 63,486 to remain bullish. And as the Stokes get higher, this gets more and more unlikely, okay? And it gets more likely that this will continue to the downside. Length of this, something like this. No guarantees, but, the bears are in control at the present moment in time. All right? Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you all for jumping on in and sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. We even opened up a long last night on the weekly screen share, and I was able to show you about 2 in the morning. It was up 30%. You know what I mean? Again, you have to know how to manage your trades, move stop losses to break even, take, whatever helps you. What I find confusing is all the bull markets have not revisited the 200 SMA on the weekly or daily until after the bull is over, or in the case of the last time, a black swan. That's what I'm trying to say. We could be seeing, the charts could be telling us that a black swan is, that's what I'm trying to say. So you're not confused at all. You're spot on, man. You just don't want to, what happens is when we see what we know, this is what happens. You see the charts. You'll know the charts. The charts will tell you what's going to happen, but it'll be so illogical that you won't want to believe it. You'll be like, nope, that doesn't make sense to me. You know what I mean? Boom. And so that's kind of, and all traders go through that. And at one point, it'll happen too many times, and you'll just eventually say, you know what? I'm going to listen to the charts from now on. You know what I mean? I bought Bitcoin at a price of 20,000. Yeah, buy a black swan comes in expected. Yeah. Black swan incoming. ETH lawsuit is the hint. Grayscale is selling off Bitcoin. Are they spoofing the market? BlackRock owns them, right? Halving is yet to come, so this year will still end bullish. This is just a retracement after the Bitcoin pump because of the ETFs. I truly believe we got so much ETF hype. It definitely pushed the market to these crazy places, you see, and it got people just a little too euphoric and got things to overvalued areas. And we had just too much hype. AI hype, it was crazy. And so in my humble opinion, you got to cool off. And the moving averages told us so over and over again. Someone in the trading group yesterday in my weekly screen share was like, man, when you kept saying that we were going to dump, I didn't want to believe you, but like you saved me and I ended up like paying attention. And again, people say what they say. I'm always amazed at the information. I put out the information. People use it to, however they can, right? So, man, I still like base, Aero drone, still hot things going on, but, but right now, base is the hot thing. Just behind the scenes, while everyone bugs out, base is hot right now. It is. Okay. What is base? How do you get into base? How do you bridge? What do you do? Base is interesting, right? I was able to bridge base right through my MetaMask wallet. It was really simple, okay? You basically go to your MetaMask wallet, install the base protocol, all right? This is key information. A lot of people are going to want to know this. And you never know, it could make you some gains, all right? So I bought some NORMIE last night, but I kept some ETH too on the sidelines, okay? Gains from my previous wins there. Let me get this straight. SEC is a loss after loss, and you guys are scared. That's what I'm saying. I even have an article here. You can even see Ripple CEO predicts SEC loss and Ethereum clash, right? Ripple CEO claims SEC will fail in its legal battle against Ethereum. Recently shared his views on XR and stating that the SEC is likely to lose its battle. He believes SEC is not only performing poorly in court, but also lags behind global regulatory standards. Recent reports have highlighted the SEC's aggressive moves to classify Ethereum, a leading cryptocurrency, as a security, putting Ethereum's foundation under scrutiny. Paul Grewal, the Coinbase chief legal officer, has criticized the misinformation about Ethereum, highlighting its essential role in the crypto economy. He's also pointed out the inconsistencies in the SEC's attempt to regulate Ethereum as a security. The guy who's starting the SEC said it's not a security to a class of students on camera while he was a teacher at MIT. Now he's under some other, regiment of people that have changed his brain, and he now says different, right? It's the strangest thing I've ever seen, right? It's the definition of being a flip-flopper, but it is what it is, okay? He does what he does, right? We can't figure out why he's doing what he does. All right. Ripple CE legal officer Stuart Alderty suggested that Congress should halt funding for the SEC's current approach. The situation underscores the ongoing tension between the SEC and the crypto industry, which also has a lot of people in Congress that are there. You know what I mean? SEC is clashing with other regulators such as the CFTC, complicating the regulatory landscape. Wow. It's really crazy, right? Really strange. Anyway, if you took the short, you're in the money here. Let's see if this short could continue. We break 62,000, and my target is 61,275. All right? The faster it's like a Band-Aid. The faster we dump, the quicker we can get this over and get back to recovery. All right? For Bitcoin. But I do see this as a possible move to the downside, unless we can get this kind of inverted head and shoulder here. Right? Chance we bounce right here off of an inverted head and shoulder. See? It's a chance. More likely that we dump hard, but you never know. 62,000 BTC. Yeah, Coinbase wallet works great for base. I got some Brett. There you go. Of course, I mean, they're going to make it work super easy, right? I never liked the Coinbase wallet, but you know what? It was the first wallet back in the day. Was it amazing? You couldn't like expand the gas fees. You know, there was a bunch of things you couldn't do. So that's kind of always got me going, right? Anything hot right now? Labs is still pumping regardless. It had a nice little pump earlier today. Seems like some real estate coins are starting to move a little bit. Hi, friends. Having a big move here on the 1 minute time frame. Just looking at what's popping right now. Link short, Sushi short, right? And DFYN had a pump too. DFYN network. And MLS, is that Wingo? Had a pump again out of nowhere. Anyway. I got to take a look at the DXY and see if it's getting that pump that we talked about yesterday. We went over the idea that the DXY looked like it may be on its, trying to get a bit of a move here. So the 4 hour still at resistance, but it did break above its 200 moving. I mean, that's a bullish sign. Last time we did that, we got a pretty big move up. We just broke above it here. Suggests that Bitcoin may be breaking below it. Okay. I'm telling you, breaking below the 4 hour 200 SMA is usually an esteemed pullback area. Let me take you back in time here for BTC. We'll look at Bitcoin in the all-time history index. I'm going to take you to when we last pumped hard. Okay. Let's go back in time till we pump pretty hard here in the last big rally. And let's put our moving averages on and show you kind of the 4 hour time frame specifically. So what I'm going to show you is these falling wedges that come into contact with the 200, right? Super important. You can see like we come and we bounce, but we don't. And a couple times we lose it, but we never fully go below it. Okay. Now what you want to do is kind of encapsulate this and see where we were at this level. I like to look at the weekly here and see what was the weekly looking at on those blue lines, right? Where the 4 hour was so beat up. You can see the weekly did have to get a pullback, but we did not have to come to the 21 on the weekly, right? Let's see about the 3 day, though. Did the 3 day have to hit the 21? It probably did. It got pretty close. Okay. And let's pull a Fibonacci from the impulse. It looks very similar to what we did now. We had this little flag. We boomed out. And so we never really went lower than the 0.5. The 0.5 ended up holding us on that rally. Now, I'm not saying that's going to happen here at all. I'm just, I just want to see. So we can see we had this little flag, or you can even see that was your little flag, right? Very similar. Smaller level, right? So, like, could we get saved by the 0.5 here, which is kind of what we're seeing? Can the 3 day, but the 3 day didn't tell, the 3 day still has that gap. See, it was just to me, it was too much. You can't move up that fast. It was too much. It was too much too fast. And again, it's funny. It's like I've been trading for too long. I wouldn't have noticed this years ago because I didn't have enough under my belt. But what happens is you've seen it too many times, then your spidey senses go up. Now, again, like there's still, a little bit of a chance that we do something like this. But again, it's more likely we head back down to this 618. I just keep repeating myself over and over again. Okay, 59,000, 60K, and even possibly down. And then again, you can't rule out 46,000 then. And again, people are like, oh, did Lifer just say 46K? Like he's the first YouTuber to say the 40s, right? But again, it is what it is, right? So back to what we're watching here is this smaller time frame movement. I think I was on my Binance chart, which I usually am. And forgive me too, I was up till 2 in the morning learning how to use base and getting some base coin, just like I love jumping in to new ideas and projects, and I was just having a blast. So, I see the 7-minute taking another tank to the downside here. I would suggest a short right now. I would suggest to enter a short right now. Okay? Again, you do whatever makes you happy. My trading, again, I can't tell you what to do. I'm not a financial advisor. But this looks to me like Bitcoin's about to take a move down to about 61,500 for Bitcoin. I could be wrong, but it's very likely. The Stokes seem to be turning on us. We seem to be in a flag that wants to push down, and we have another leg down. No real strong divergence stopping the pain. But anything is possible. Where we were watching the 1 minute here. Kind of has like M pattern vibes too, right? And like descending triangle. It doesn't, that looks pretty bearish to me. Okay. Likely we're headed down to 61,466. Even with the strong, we have some strong divvy though. And you are sitting on a higher low. Technically, you're on the money printer. You're right at this 786, right? But that would be a ballsy long right there. It's technically the money printer right there, the 786 after the divergence. You break back up to the 200 SMA. I just see more downward pressure on us from the bigger time frames. But that this would be amazing. At this level with low liquidity on a Friday, I wouldn't have the guts to get in there on that one. I would stay short. But there is a chance that is our final call for reversal. I pull. That's a 786 Fibonacci retracement from 1 to 1 after the divergence. Okay. $62,900. All right. Print that money in a Doge short from 15. Seen the wedge in the 8-hour. Thoughts? In the money since you posted in the trading group. Stop loss and profit. Shout out to Wood by Wix. We love you. We appreciate you. I love hearing that. No relief in sight, just dumpage. Using base is a good idea. Hedge your bets for future airdrop. That's what I'm doing. Amen. Arrow looks like it's in a rising wedge of the 4-hour. Let me know what you think. Thank you, Beginner's Block. And look, there it did get the bounce off the 786. Like the bots were supposed to. Can we reclaim 63,000 is the question. All right. Did he finish talking yet? Right. Sam, I'm not really a trader, but I'm considering it after learning so much from you. Blessings. Hey, man, the thing is, nobody's a trader. We just learned some information that nobody's a... See, that's the thing. They say 90% of traders do this, do that. And everyone makes these... What is a trader, right? They call people traders that actually open up one exchange and attempt to trade for a day. So basically, you're a race car driver because you got in a car one time. You know what I mean? It's like, it's funny how we say most traders fail, but like most people aren't even traders. Like we're people who are attempting to learn something. That's all we are. We're just attempting to learn a craft. You know? It would be amazing if this divergence kicks us in here. This would where, again, the old me would just be looking at the 1 hour, a red candle, and have no idea. 5, 6, 7 years ago, I'd have no idea what was going on. I wouldn't know how to go to the 1 minute, how to draw Fibonacci, watch these key levels, see what was happening. You know, see that we're in a bit of a descending triangle here that really wants to break. These are dumpy patterns. You guys know my old descender triangle. Funny, even Master Friend, like, he's like, oh yeah. I do so many things so many times over and over again that even if it's not your system, you'll eventually be like, that makes sense. I've seen the guy do it 100 times, you know. If you pay attention enough, I mean, that's a descending triangle. They like to dump the length of the base, and they like to dump pretty fast. Like it's the fastest dump pattern I've ever seen. For some reason, it just completely annihilates the competition. I don't know why, right? But it seems to. Now they got the whole market short, but they caught a lot of people off guard too in the middle of the night. So, all right. Shout out to everybody here. Shout out to I'm a stubborn, retired degenerate that does not know when to give up. Shout out to Stack McChange. Shout out to Master Friend. Shout out to Gino Paul. Shout out to Gerald. And again, if you're getting wrecked trading leverage, but you just don't want to stop trading leverage, you just can't stop. And you need a mentor. You need somebody to kind of slow you down and guide you and kind of take you through the process. All right. And that's going to be my man, Master Friend. He's going to help you out. Okay. So check him out. All right. Right here. Hit the QR code or the link below to see what's happening with my man, Master Friend, in the house. All right. Jump on in today. Get the education you deserve. Stop losing trades. Stop not understanding what's happening. Learn when liquidity is coming into the market. Understand when there's the most money. Understand when you have the highest. Hang out with people that have been doing it for years. We've tried all different things. We're going to tell you where the highest probability of making money is based on when the market has the most liquidity inside of it. Like, for instance, Thursday afternoons are not great. Friday afternoons are not amazing. But Tuesdays and Wednesdays have a way better, you know what I mean? And you might not even know that. How would you know that? So we're going to teach you so much more about trading, and then you're going to get 3 mentorship sessions as well. This is an extra $300 inside of my trading group. Once you're comfortable with the group and you feel like you've gotten a lot, there is more for you to expand if you want to go there. All right. It ain't over till the plus size lady sings. Yeah, we can't say that anymore. Lifer said the Bitcoin will reach 61K today. Shout out to Godavelli. I said it will likely reach 61,466. I didn't say it is guaranteed. I said it's likely based on the probabilities of the charts. All right. But nothing is guaranteed. This technically is still a bullish div. But I don't know. It's pretty ugly div. But you can see it's kind of like this double divergence. See? I call it double, almost triple divergence because you have 3 hills. You're at a standstill right now at 62,700. The market just like froze. But now that you broke the neckline on the descending triangle, usually you get the flush to the downside now. All right. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. If you want to join the trading group, go to cryptolifer.com. Hit the link right there in the pinned message. We make it so simple and easy for you. See this big blue box at the top of the comments? Hit that right there. Go to cryptolifer.com. Join today, join today, join today. Get the education you deserve from someone that doesn't take a day off, that teaches you how to short the market. All right? Watch that short to the downside dump on you. There it goes, baby. And again, I come out, I give you longs when the market's long. I come out, I give you shorts when the market's short. Look, this short is in the money now. I scalped a short, entered another one. I'm up already in the short again. All right? Sketchy day to trade, lower volume on a Friday. Still don't always get the follow through. This is like a Monday. This would be dumping so hard right now. It would be crazy. All right? They can manipulate the market a little more on a Friday because there's just less move. Full moon usually gets a pump. That's what I've seen in my lifetime, but you never know. All right. There still is the kind of a divergence here. Okay. Look at that. It bounced back up to the upside here. Got a pretty nice dump, 62.6. If you move the stop loss to break even, you can't lose the trade. New amazing Crypto Lifer website. Visit it. Shout out to Love Learning. I love you. It gon' go up. I'll make money when it goes up. So not my thing. Shout out to Jennifer Moffitt. We love you. We appreciate you. Amen. I've never been a huge fan of shorting, but I'm a fan of being an opportunist. You know what I mean? Like, if I really like to eat a certain type of food, but then I was homeless and there was only a certain type of food, I would change the type of food to whatever I could find that I like. I'm like, I like that now. You know what I mean? I hope I never am homeless. God bless me, you know. But you know what I mean? The whole thing is I'm versatile. Whatever keeps it going. So bounce off the divergence. I mean, that is a strong divvy. But now you have to say, well, you got resistance right there at 63,000. You can't get back above 63K. Expect more downside. Okay. Little bit of a shoulder, a head. See the inverted head, a tiny inverted? Got a shoulder. You got this head. You kind of make a right shoulder. You bounce back up. The key resistance you're going to have to break back above, just for starters, just to begin any type of talk of anything, is 63,236. Okay. I see more downside to 61,500 area, but you never know. You never know. They could just be playing with you. We lost 63,000. Amen. Things we bounce off of the 200 on the 4-hour and around 62,300. Let the sun energize you. Give a tree a hug today. Amen. SATA chain, worth the look. SATA chain is hot, and it was actually trending last night. SATA chain is hot. Dow maker is hot. There's still opportunity out here, everybody. I want you to understand that. Like my baby AI Tech. Let me see how I'm spelling it wrong, right? SATA chain. Yeah, I like SATA chain. $11 million market cap, right? They all have the S's. It's funny. SATA, right? It's got a BNB address. It also has an Ethereum address. And let's take a look here, too. Shout out to all the beautiful people here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Let's look at the fan funding. Can you check out Blocktopia? Looks like it's going to come and handle on the 1 day. Liver said the Bitcoin will reach 61K today. Shout out to Godavelli and shout out to Roro. Thank you so much for giving. Funny how the super chats dry up on a dumb day, right? But it makes sense. You know what I mean? Bitcoin starts to dump. People are like, whoa, 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 whoa. SATA chain. I just want to look at their website and see what's going on. Satama. Or SATA MA. SATA card. SATA Pro. SATA swap. SATA reality. Our recap of exciting milestones and a glimpse of the future. Crypto made for life. Life is good to be stressed out over crypto. At SATA Chain, we made it easy, seamlessly integrating crypto into your daily routine. Experience its true power when you dine out, shop, or spend money, send money to friends. Join us today and discover how we're simplifying your finances and making things you love even better with crypto. You know, I saw the cards immediately right on the screen. I like that. You know what I mean? Connecting real world. People want to be able to spend their crypto. People want to be able to move their money. I like it. I like it. Download SATA Pro. Interesting. So there's a lot going on with SATA Chain. And you can spend the crypto, it looks like, with a card. Most innovative crypto ecosystem. Simplifying DeFi for mainstream. And integrating crypto into everyday life. Hey, that's what everybody needs. We're switching up and upgrading your SATA swap experience. Interesting. So if you don't know about SATA Chain, you may want to. This is not a paid sponsorship. I've just found out about it. Actually, I mean, I've known about it for 6 or 7 months, but it's just been a while since I've came back to research it. A recap of exciting milestones and a glimpse of the future. A few months into 2024 has already accomplished incredible milestones. So you may want to research SATA Chain, find out what's going on. It looks interesting to me. And where can we put sink our little teeth in? $10 million market cap, which could easily, anything with a $10 million market cap could go to zero or could 100x. It will have a zero transaction fees on SATA Chain, fostering a seamless, cost-effective user experience. For transactions via ETHBSC, a minimal 2% fee will be applicable, which is half of what it was before. With the fee structure, we want to encourage users to encourage more actively within SATA Chain ecosystem. It's on Maxia's STC. Let's take a look at what's happening with SATA Chain. And Bitcoin getting that dump to the downside as we showed you it was likely going to. All right. 62,700. Come on down to the first stop at 62,195. The divergence is getting stronger. I will tell you that. The more you start to go down like this sideways and the more you get this movement up, the more we're going to probably start the pain. This could be our daily low. I will heed, it's looking like the daily low. Now what you could do is you can look for the money printer here. Look for the next move up. And look for the money printer back down again. So you kind of do is you can sit here and be like, okay, we should get a reversal. If we get a reversal, where would the high be? Look for that high and then try to set your stages on the back move back. You know what I mean? It's a way to do it on the fly. You can actually have like fib. I call it fib on the fly, right? Where you're like looking for that area. So you could look at this as a slanted inverted, right? You got this kind of shoulder, this head, this right shoulder, and that moves on out. I know you think I'm crazy with that, but it is a bit of an inverted head and shoulder. You can see it right here, clear as day on the 30-second chart. 60% of the time, that's going to give you some gains to the upside, right? I wouldn't play that. It's pretty dangerous, but on a Friday afternoon, or Friday at 11 in the morning. Shout out to the 1,660 people here. Can we look at SLERF? Can we look at Aptos? Let's take a look at all this fan funding coming on in. Crypto Plumber. It's holding well during the dump. You know, people are pumping Aptos. Miles got a big channel talking about Aptos April and all this stuff, saying there's going to be some move for Aptos and getting people a little hype for it. I think it created a little bit of a buy frenzy last night that's giving it a little more of a surge against the market right now. So let's take a look at Aptos from my man Crypto Plumber, who always comes through for the channel. Gives like 50 to 100 memberships a month or more. I don't know. I mean, the guy is amazing. And we love you. We appreciate you. I can't believe you're that nice to me. Thank you so much for the constant love and support from everybody here on the channel. It's amazing to be with all of you. So Aptos, cup and handle, and it hit the target too. Funny, I put this target out. I hold Aptos. Target hit, 1583. It's amazing how this stuff happens just the way it's supposed to. APT to the upside, Sammy, cup and handy. Pretty unreal, right? Had a bull flag too on 303. And let's see. Aptos. And I just think it's going to be it's like, to me, it's like optimism. How it doesn't get some love and become a pretty big premier swap, right? So last time I saw it sitting at about, $11.40 and looking for it to get to $15.78, right? This was back in March, at the beginning of March, right? I had this posted here on 3/3 on March 3rd. So that would have been about, 18 days ago, all right? Let's see what happens. Let's go back to the 6 hour on this chart. Was I wrong? Was I right? I don't know. So I'm kind of I'm putting myself on the chopping block here. So there's my flag on the 6, on there right there, right on 3/3. And look, it never went lower. There was a wick there, but I put this out, I think, after the fact. That wick was on the 3rd. Maybe there's a chance it could have wicked, but again, I like keep a stop 2 support. So, and again, look at that, 37% gains, and it hit the target. And right now, it's really sitting where it's at. And like you said, Aptos looks stronger than the rest of the market. Look at the 6 hour right now. So something's brewing for this. Like some institutions want to allocate. Somebody knows something. It got leaked to the other channels, and people are talking about it. So if something's hot, my channel knows about it. I'm telling you right now, we figure it out. So if anything's going to pop today, looks like this could defy the odds against Bitcoin. So I don't know what's happening here with Aptos, but it's getting me a little bit excited, I'll tell you that. And it's showing signs of life against Bitcoin. Possibly another 32% chance move out the flag here for Aptos. So if anything's hot, it's going to be Aptos. Another way to do this, right, is you can just this is simple. Go to CoinMarketCap. Go to your 1 hour time frame. ONDO's pumping pretty nicely. Lido Dow's, right? Floki, for some reason, getting a little love, right? This one's up on the 1 hour. And Aptos, again, there it is. Right, of course, the app that was going to tell us, Stack's also getting some move. Pepe holding its own here at 72. Right, Cardano at 60 cents, DUIDX, and everything else and Near Protocol hanging in there. All right, Bitcoin fighting back to 63,000. That's a strong move, and there's a chance. There is a high likelihood this is our bottom. Look there, look at that. We showed you this inverted head and shoulder on the 30-second chart. It's about to hit the target. By golly, oh my. The Lafa showed you where the pain was going to end. So we showed you a short. I scalped the short twice. I didn't make a lot, like $50 and $100, or how much? I scalped the short very small amounts each time. Very small. I was very, like, weary of the short, to be honest. Now, $2 on one just to save it, and $60 on the other. Very small shorts. All right. Very teeny. Teensy wincy. All right. This is this little mini short here. 63.1 to 62.962. All right. I don't like shorting too hard, but look, this is good. All the way back to the 200. There's your money printer. And again, it was the money printer technically. If you use the wicks for me, kind of, and you get your candle bodies above the 786. It's kind of crazy. Back to the 200 SMA. Now, can you flip the 200 SMA? Now, this could be a bigger move now on the 1 minute, suggesting we get the pump right back up. They got a lot of shorts to flush now. Now, don't take this as we're out of the water. Oh, this is reversal. We're out. We had reversals last week, and we're lower than it looked great. We pumped all the way back up to 66,666, but it wasn't going to happen, right? At the same time, we're looking for what signal? That break above the 200 SMA on the 1 minute time frame. Doesn't work as good on a Friday or Friday afternoon, but it's definitely something we want to pay attention to, okay? I don't know if you caught that inverted. I would have traded it, but it's still, you don't have to trade it. Just to be in tune with the market is good enough. You know what I mean? Like if I see something and it plays out, then I'm like, okay. I can't trade every single flag that I see or every single shape that I see, right? So, but again, you're going to see a lot of shapes. So the idea is just like, hey, but can you commit to the idea of where that would have went and see it through? So some strong bullish div on the 1 minute did give us that move back up. But again, you got to get back above this key. Like now, if you don't break above here, so 63,236 is so, you got to get it back above that level to remain bullish. So important, all right? And you kind of have this shoulder, this head, and this right shoulder that's could get us out of this. Always looking for a reversal pattern. Price doesn't do whatever it wants. It finds its way out of a paper bag using patterns. You get it? There's surges and there's pumps, but there's patterns inside of those pumps. You'll find them on this. It's like a microscope. So like we're looking for our next pump now. We could start to look at this for a flag, and we want to wait for this 21 to touch price action. This 30-second chart could give us some love here. Okay? We want to see this play out. The 21 has to touch usually for price to keep pumping. So the 21 would have to come in here. We'd have to go sideways. And then our next move to the upside would be this 30-second flag. It would break the 200. That would be our first key that we could kind of climb back out of some type of mess here. Once you do that, you flip to the 1 minute and you look for the 1 minute to get back up to its 200. If the 1 minute gets above this, that's going to be a buy signal for me. It's going to say that the smaller time frames took care of business and we got out of the dumps, okay? Itchy ear. You ever have an itchy ear, man? So weird, right? And did you wash your belly button today? You never know, right? I hope you did. Let's take a look at SLERF. My man Brandon, 2181, asked about SLERF. He wants to know. He's hot on this meme coin, and he wants to know what's going on with it. SLERF, still higher than when we first talked about it down there at 41 cents. Remember, our buy zone's at 76, 77. We're kind of a little low on the SLERF. So SLERF not getting that love. The liquidity pool, marketing scheme so far has not been, eventful. Resistance here. Resistance here. You got what you want to see it get back above, but it is in this falling wedge. And again, when I trade these, I put what I'm willing to lose and walk away. We'll see what happens with SLERF, right? And it could easily just go to zero. You never know. Just be very careful trading any of these coins. All right. I believe that something cool could happen to it. A lot of teams are hot. And I'll give it 6 months, But look, a lot of heavy selling too. The second Bitcoin went down. Look at all the panic sellers. Panic selling their SLERF. Look at this guy buying 13 grand. This guy's see? Look at this 68,000. So the whales step in when everyone gets fearful. Look at the whales. This person, is this the same guy? No, two different, they bought. These people believe in it. So that's something that's probably going to hold for like a month or two. Look, they just bought 70, 80 grand, basically. 80 grand right there 2 minutes ago for SLERF. All right. Look at the huge pump for Bitcoin out of the 30-second flag that I just gave you. Just talked about this happening. It got back above the 200 SMA. It got the pump. We were able to find the bottom for you on the channel. See that? We draw the 786 Fibonacci. Unbelievable. Okay. Now it's harder to trade than it is to talk through. I'll tell you that. You know, again, getting above the 30-second 200 SMA could be a very bullish sign for a move to the upside. All right. Kind of like hang on to the back of a helicopter and let it fly. Right. Still close enough to make the move too. Now, if we get above the 200 SMA on the 1 minute chart, that's going to spell some fireworks. And look, previous bounce here is resistance. So locally, you can raise this up now. And you can see, look, bounce, 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 fell out, resistance. So maybe we don't go to 63,000. Okay. We're on a journey together every day to figure out what's happening to price. We learn so much together every single day. When I'm wrong, I learn. When I'm right, I learn, right? Or when I go with the probabilities and they play out, regardless of what happens, we learn so much together every single day here on the channel. I don't know where price is going to go, yet I still come out here every day, right? And the key is putting your best foot forward even though you don't know what's going to happen. That's success. If you can do that every day, then you're going to turn something out of nothing almost every single day. Look at this show. This show is really just just all my creative energy and just you guys hanging out with me. You guys create the show together, and YouTube monetizes it, right? It's an advertising. It's a form of media. It's amazing. You can make it every day out of something out of nothing. You know what I mean? Through creative energy, ideas, and education, anything is possible. And if you're willing to teach another human being, you can go anywhere in the world. I'm telling you right now, if you're willing to give away what you've learned, if you're willing to get immersed, and it's not even about giving away. If you're not, some people want to give it away, but they're afraid to get out there. They're afraid to put their face out there. They're afraid to get it going. I get it. I was there before. I've had so many hopes and dreams that I just didn't accomplish because I was afraid it wasn't going to happen, afraid that it wasn't for me. All right. So now you're looking for the 21 that crossed the 200 SMA, which is a bullish sign. And now you're looking for some more bullishness here to the upside. Again, we got to stay in contact with the 1 minute. We want to see that we could get rejected by this and it could never happen. And I'm still not like, oh, wow, amazing, right? We could see some lower lows here for Bitcoin. Now we got some tests, right? Key level to break back is 64,000. Even this level right here is that's 64.5. Yeah, if you can't get back above 64.5. And so, look, none of this can happen. We can't go all the way back to 70K, 80K, 90K until we break this little yellow line on the 1 minute, everybody. So, I'm teaching you how to watch price action and how to show each level as it goes up. So when I'm gone and you're on your own one day, you're going to be able to figure all this out on your own, just the way I did. Because it doesn't change. Tight moving averages pump up to the 200. I teach you the same things over and over again. I say the same things every day. I show you over and over again the divergence on the 1 minute. We found it. We talked about it. We were able to identify the divergence before, you know what I mean? The rest of the market's still trying to figure out what's happening. They're staring at the 1 hour, bugging out. We're on the 1 minute, breaking it down. I don't want to be on the 1 minute. I don't want to force beginners on the 1 minute if they're not ready for it. But I'm telling you, these time frames reveal so much information. It's all noise, remember? It's all noise. Shout out to the chat. How's everybody doing in the chat? Shout out to Mr. Beastie. We love you, Mr. Beastie. Levy went home. Don't be so rude to Zeno. Okay. Anyway, yeah, I don't get into the negative stuff. We're all energy. Shout out to everybody here. Blessings. All your personal data is being sold. The iPhone is not the product. You are. Amen. Yeah. In the money again. Stop loss and profit. Join the 99. Wood by Wicks, man. Amazing. Shout out to Jordan. Shout out to Curtis Hill. Shout out to Busta Crypto. Shout out to D Spear. Shout out to Master Friend. Shout out to Kamal Singh Hi. Shout out to Love Learning. Shout out to Curtis Hill. Shout out to Christopher Armstrong in the house. Hansel and Gretel on the 11-minute. Hoping we head to that 58K level. Nice, low, long buy in opportunity. Lifer is it Chad. Love this dude. Shout out to the dude. What is it, Chad, man? All of our personal... Yeah, I agree. Shout out to the Lunacy community. Shout out to Tavish. Shout out to Blue Bull. Pokey Brothers. Miriam Torres. Aura Lee. Ivan 10 broke my man. Ibiza salutes. The Lifers. We love you, brother. Hope you're getting that warm air, that beautiful breeze. I love the pictures that you send. Send them some beautiful pictures today. I love seeing those pictures from Ibiza. Blessings on blessings. So 21 pretty close. There's your little flag on the 1 minute. Showing signs of life to the upside. That could make bacon on the beach right there. That could be the one over here. That could be the one all the way to the upside. But don't play yourself and overextend your leverage. And again, I highly suggest people don't even trade leverage until they have a few years of spot underneath them. I didn't touch leverage till after like 6 or 7 years. I'll be honest, even more than that, actually, like 10 years. And I was weary of it for a long, long time until I realized I could do it the same way I trade spot and just keep myself cool, calm, and collected, right? I like this flag here. It looks like it's going to break on out. It is, right? As I'm sitting here. I'm like, Sam, your flag's breaking out. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So here, if we get above this, oof, we'll get a short squeeze like you would read about. Let's take a look at BOOKMAP. BOOKMAP is an amazing liquidity provider through API and seeing us like where there's big orders near us. If there's a huge order above you, you can usually get there. So like, see this order at 63.8? It suggests that we can get that liquidation. So it suggests that we can short these shorts up to 63,000, maybe even 64K. You see it? It's the closest red areas, and red is the most liquidity. So wherever we see a lot of liquidity, you know there's some movement there. All right? We'll keep that on ice. We are getting rejected. Look, 1, 2. We could double top here. Resistance is still in play. Bitcoin has to break back above its previous support zone at 63,500. All right. Bacon on the beach. Come and get it, baby. Let's take a look at ONDO. And again, it's one step at a time. Look, ONDO just got above the 1 minute 200 SMA. Perfect area to get into a long. Look at it, boomed onto the upside. I teach this over and over again. Look at that, 5% printed pretty fast. Look, the second it got below. Now you got to be quick. You have 2 minutes to get in. You only have 2 or 3 candles. Here you have 2 minutes to get in, 3 minutes before. You know what I mean? So again, this is something that has to be perfected and tried out on a demo account over and over again until you feel comfortable. So look, we drew ONDO here at this golden pocket. ONDO up to 92. I think someone asked about it on the live stream. And again, you're like, how does he have a setup? I don't know. I didn't know I even had a setup for it, but I like ONDO. I thought ONDO could do numbers. You know, it's like institutional grade. Says it could do what it's supposed to do. I don't know when I did this. This could have been on a live stream. All right, because I don't see it like when I Google it, I don't think I put it out to the trading group. So I'm not going to be like, oh, I made this amazing call. I don't take credit like that. You know what I mean? I don't need to. But honestly, if anything's hot today, it's ONDO. If Bitcoin can go sideways, looks like ONDO's going to continue to the upside here. Seems like maybe some people have caught on to what it is and they don't want to let go. ONDO came out at MEXC just at 22, and it's already at a 3x and more. I see it going to 95, and actually it has a bit of a bigger target here. Didn't mean to grab that other yellow white line. Hit control and you could just copy it over. So ONDO shows signs of moving to the upside here. I like what I'm seeing for ONDO. Possibly back to 177. 77 glaring its eyes out onto the stream, right? Shout out to the 1,700 people here on the live. Can we get 1,000 likes? I'd greatly appreciate it. I know you can do it. I have so much faith in each and every one of you. You guys are awesome people. You've been so nice to me throughout my entire time here online. I can only imagine you're going to continue to do so. So thank you so much. Keep hitting that like button. And dear Lord, thank you for all the beautiful people you brought into my life. I would watch this flag for ONDO. Stop loss, below this peak zone here. And there's likelihood that ONDO is going to get a move here to 177. That's a nice pump. On a day where the market's not too great, that's a 62% gain for ONDO. I like what I'm seeing for ONDO. And then a stop can be presented, somewhere lower than like 61. What I love about the new MEXC, right, is you can go to MEXC. What happened to Navi? It came out on MEXC last night. Had a huge pump on a wick there. Someone got lucky on that wick to the upside on Navi, right? Atlas Navi. But this is ONDO. And ONDO's an amazing, I think ONDO could do numbers. You know what I mean? I don't hold any ONDO now. But, I'm thinking of taking that flag. And what I could do is, look, I could put a stop loss here at 61. And I could have put a take profit here at 95. I love this. Look, this is amazing, right? I go back to when I'm looking at for ONDO. 1077, right? So I'll go for 1.077. And I'll put $3,000 in the trade. Okay. If I lose 596, I'll gain 1,600, right? Pretty ballsy, but with Bitcoin pumping back to the upside here and getting the move, it could solidify, and we're in somewhat of a bit of a flag here too as well. You can see your order history got, look, fill, yes. That's the only thing when I do this, I can never tell if it fills or not. I'm better off marketing in and then creating it later on, right? Yeah, so that didn't fill yet. I'm down on the low there. I'll let the price come to me. If I don't get the fill, I don't get the fill. So be it. You know what I mean? I won't chase it. A lot of times you'll be surprised you can still get it, but ONDO's on fire right now, though. But again, I don't like to chase those green candles, but it is on fire. 1 hour's about to rip in the middle of a rippage. How I attempt to do this, right? Just kind of go a little bit above right there, right? $74,388, and I'm above it. Try to get above price to close. All right. When these come out, it means you're in. Yeah, and I got filled. See, that's how you know. All right. And what I like about this is you could put a stop loss and a take profit on spot. You can't do that anywhere else. You can't do that anywhere else, right? So look, I went hard at this little flag here like a maniac. 777. See, it was all sevens when I showed it. That's so crazy. But we got rejected by the 200. We need to flip this 200 SMA to remain bullish. We get above this thing could continue to the upside. If not, we're going to, I'm going to get scraped. All right. I want to see us get back above the 200 SMA here on the 1 minute chart. All right. I'm trading this flag. Let's go, baby. Let's go. We break the 1 minute, the 200, we can get a huge move. And then I can maybe I can stay in. The last few times we've done it, the trades have played out pretty nicely. Right there was a beautiful one. Right there was a nice scalp. Right there was a nice scalp. Right there was nothing. So one out of went. There was a nice scalp. There was a nice scalp. And this was just a monster trade. So out of the last like 6 times, we had one dud, like 4 nice scalps and a banger, right? So the odds are in my favor that we can get a banger here too. So we break this 200 SMA here. We get a move further to the upside. This trade could turn into a $1,000 win. We could, it's a $36,000 trade, $1,200 at 30x leverage. Let's see if we can get that move to the upside. All right. So look at this guy. He says, Bitboy got me into ONDO at 23 cents. Yeah, we were going on ONDO too. Wait, I mean, a lot of the chains, ONDO's been a known coin, right? If you talk to anyone that's kind of been banging on them. Now we could turn a gain of $100 here, and I already scalped the shorts twice, so up like $160 now on the in the last hour. This is looking strong. We get a move above this 200, bang, and I like where the Stokes are for that continuation here. Now we're on another little bit of a little itty bitty flag. I bet if we went to like the 1 second chart, who here wants to see the 1 second? It'll blow your mind. There you go. And then if the 1 second breaks the 200 SMA, you'd be surprised. A lot of big moves can come there too. I've seen that, you know. Now you got a little flag here. You could draw the flag like so. Wow, big move to the upside for Bitcoin. And I just showed you how to make some gains. 143% gains for BTC to the upside. Can the 1 minute get above the 200? If we saw that now, that's going to be a catalyst for Sammy. All right, here is the battle now. The yellow line is the battle. You see how we're getting rejected by it now. All right. And what you could do here is you can go here to quantity, hit 50%. Right? Last. %, last. You can close long. Okay? Take 80 off the table of realized. Swing the stop loss to break even. And then ride this trade all freaking day long if it freaking rips. Okay? With no fear. As this just continues to rock. Right? And so you realize your gain now. You're back up 100 again. Now, again, I still would be up even more, but I've solidified. I've you know. And now we get above this 200. Now, if this goes bad and we get break even, I'm good. I've protected myself. And I can continue on with my day, right? I did it, Master Friend. I did it for you, baby. I did it for you. You know what? I did it just for you, man. I'm going to cry. I'm going to cry. I'm going to cry. I did it just for you, bro. I did it just for you, man. I did it just for you, bro. I love you, bro. You know what I mean? And look, what a scot-free trade. I can go out with my family right now. I can go hang out with my kids. And I'm not sitting staring at the screen, right? I'm not worried about my trade every 5 seconds. And the key is there's always opportunity every single day out here. Okay? We're going to teach you that. Don't get down on yourself. You know? We're going to, hey, Sammy said we could go to 52K. Sammy said there's some pain. I get it. I know that. Okay? We understand. Can we keep this 200 SMA now? That's the idea. Oof. It's looking like, and again, once you open this, I'm telling you, man, this has been the gateway for some monster trades. I like doubling down here, but I'm in so well. Let me write. But this is, see, I usually double down here. I would double down into, I'm more aggressive. But this is also a great way to trade. All right. Again, if we lose this, we're going to drop down to, like, you don't want to lose. Look at that big move. And you get a big move when you break above the, I told you this. I went over all this. I talked about this happening before we even, oh, man. And this is my trading style, and I'm teaching you guys my style right in front of you guys already. Okay. How come it doesn't show the realized profit? I want to see realized right here. Like, everyone gets that realized somewhere here in the settings, right? I have to like show realized gains. Sam is better than EMA. I mean, everyone always asks me that. Because every other trader on YouTube is using the EMA. And so you guys all think, most people only know the EMA. And then they see me doing this and like, which is better? Nothing is better. It's whatever you use. Okay? Let me show you how. All right? Like, this is very simple. All right? I'm going to answer this question so easily. We go to BTC, USDT on Bybit. All right? And let's go to indicators here. And let's type in EMA. Exponential. Let's go give you the 200. All right. Let's turn it, you know, I guess like a white color for now. And make it extra thick. So I know it's not. So look, I mean, you could do this the same on the 1 minute. The second you lose the 200 EMA, you could get into the trade. You see what I mean? Wow, we are mooning to the upside now, banging on them. Congratulations. You're in the trade now. We've already taken profits, and now we're swimming. We're in there like swimwear, doing damage, and I'm showing you how to trade aggressively on a low liquidity Friday with high risk. This is high risk. We're in the highest risk market with 29x leverage, okay? Like, you're not supposed to be winning here, but we're gaining on them, you know? And again, see, I like that. I'd like to take that profit right now. Call it a win, right? I'd like to call that a win. I go to my 1 second chart and see what we're doing here. What I like to do is you could ride your stop loss on this 200 SMA. As long as we keep staying above it, we're good to go. Again, you can also trade the 200 SMA in the 1 second. See when you got above that? It's a little more fickle, but again, we should get this break out of this flag, right? This is the 1 second chart. It's going to get respected just like the daily. If you think about it, we live in a mathematical system. If the daily flag breaks out, then why can't the 1 minute? Why can't the 1 second? See it breaking out? So at this point now, all right, you're up $280. You've taken $80 off. You've only used $600. Everyone's like, oh, but you got so much money. Oh, we started with $1,200, right? The trade's half now. And again, had we stayed in the trade, we'd be up like $600, I think, by now. Possibly, right? Maybe even more. We'll double this. Oh, that was my take profit got hit. So my take profit got hit. I forgot I made one. Right? But hey, I mean, what are we upside down over here? What's going on over here? Oh, I'm just not in the time frame. That was my take profit. When I entered this flag, I was hoping to get to 64,300. And we did it. You know what I mean? So, bang. I mean, you can't beat that, right? My take profit got hit right at resistance. That's why I had it there, and that was the length of the pole, the measured move. All right? B-Rock and the boys are feasting. Just know that whatever happens, I love you all. Christopher Armstrong. Well, I guess with that 30 minutes ago, he made the trade and it went up. You rather kick it with someone who lives in their bias than lose that someone who can pivot in the game. Sounds like a hate. Yeah, I don't even listen, man. I don't even listen. I made $300 in front of everyone. Like, I don't listen, man. I just don't listen. No other channel live trades like this. And again, let's talk about it, right? Let's break this down. Nobody live trades like this. That's what he said. Traders showed live trades that they've made. I don't see the live. I didn't see it. I never got it. There's my perp still up 336% on that Solana perp. Yeah, so we realized about $312. And it was a very fast trade. Okay? Very fast trade. So, I don't know. Nice work. Made 1K in my demo account. Sam Price for president. Radium looks interesting. Hardest working man in the crypto game. And I didn't know I was going to hit a live trade today on the stream. I even got into ONDO in front of you live too. You saw me make a live trade here spot. All right? We could go take a look at the... I don't like to trade coins on futures too much. And look at my sell now. Let's go take a look at my sell and see what's happening. How did I know to sell right there? It's going red right after my sell. What am I? Again, now I delete all my old work. I need to see fresh again. Now the 1 second's breaking the 200, right? And look at the run. You got in when you got above and let that rally. Now it's going to struggle here. Now we look for like a flag again on the 1 second chart. I'm trading the 1 second chart. Like, who else does that? Nobody. And I'm doing it cool, calm, and collected. I did it, Master Friend. I did it for you, man. I did it for you, baby. See, that's when you know you're a great trader, or you got somewhat of control over yourself. Oh, let's not talk about being a good trader, right? I never, like, the second I say that, something bad happens, right? So I don't want to jinx myself. But that's how you know you have control. When someone else can suggest like a strategy or an idea, and you can be like, yeah, I'll try that. You know what I mean? Like, I'll be open-minded to do that. You know what I mean? Angels, baby. Phantom to the moon. Trading is crazy. I made 2K the last 2 days. Lost 500 this morning, and then won 300 right now. Yeah, it's crazy, man. You never know where you're going to win or lose. Like, I didn't know I was going to win this money today on the live. No guarantees. Wow, 64,000. I mean, that's pretty awesome. We're back at 64K. Okay. And this is a little bit of a bull flag here that could continue to the upside now. We want to get back above the 200. That would be awesome confirmation. (6-to-1) risk reward ratio. I'm not taking the trade yet. I'm just kind of building it if in case it's real. 65,149. Stop is 63,781. It just does this when the market's like kind of moving a lot. Your chart will like shift around a little bit. Oh, no. Got better entries now, which gives us deeper stops. Be quick to move the stop. 63,682. Okay. And what a perfect sell I made. I sold the exact, I sold 63.6 and it hit 63.4. Like, bang. I mean, that's why I love having limit orders. Let the charts take care of it for you. So your emotions aren't the one trying to figure out when to get in and out. Let the charts just do it. But here's my measured move. That's where I should get out. Bang. Nailed it. You know what I'm saying? And now look, you can see this thing kind of falling down now. So I'm not going to take that trade yet. Now I have to zoom out and look at my one. And Sammy, the lifer, what I just did is I hit this measured move. I was in and out like night vision, man. You know what I mean? Nailed that. No greed involved. Trusting my instinct, trusting my charts, trusting my models, staying disciplined, staying in my pocket, not caring what other people are saying, thinking, or doing, right? Always on point, always focused, always stuck to my plan, always disciplined. I will not let anyone, and I will not mention those who don't need to be mentioned, right? You know who I'm talking about. We won't even mention them. They start with an H. The next letter is an A. You know what I mean? All we talk about is the love here. And the people that know how to love themselves, they deserve the attention. They deserve the teaching. They deserve my energy. Nobody else. You get it? And I figure that out now. I'm on a new plane. I'm on a higher frequency. Every single day, I find a new way to put myself on another level. You vibrate higher than you did the day before, and then you vibrate higher than you did the day before, and then you vibrate higher than you did the day before. You feel me? And then you vibrate higher than you did the day before. You get it? And every single time you gain an edge, it does not stop. Shout out to giving memberships. That's unbelievable. I don't know how you did this, giving 20 memberships. Preston, so nice of you. Preston Lanier giving 20 gifted memberships out to the trading group. And people are grabbing them up. I see everyone grabbing them up, turning their name green. Loving it right now. Shout out to Jordan. Shout out to everybody here. Shout out to Charlie FX. Shout out to Don D. Dangler. Shout out to Stevie Did That. Shout out to Alex B. Francis and everybody in there. Thanks, brother. Shout out to Jay Soul. Wish I had your strength, Sam, and your positivity. You do, man. We all do. God is giving it to me. Okay? We can, we will, we are the best, everybody. Each and every one of us has it in us to do something amazing. I just made $300 in an hour in front of everyone live. It took me years to be able to do that. It took me years to be able to present myself the way I do. It took me years to get my TA the way it is. It took me years to be able to control my emotions. It took me years to be able to trade leverage in front of people. If you want to do what we do, if you want to learn what I learn, if you want to know what I know, join my trading group today. I'm saying, what are you waiting for? Like, what are you waiting for? Unlock financial freedom. Get the education you deserve today. Let's go, baby! Let's go! Like, what do I got to do to motivate you? What do I got to do to get you going? What do I do to get you out of that chair and know that you got this? Once you change your mind, the whole world will follow. Wealth comes from within. Wealth is an internal decision. It's not out there. You don't get the job interview. You go to the job interview thinking you're going to get the job. All opportunity comes from within. You create the opportunity from your frequency, from your vibration, from your ability to believe in yourself. It all starts with you. Let's go, baby. Let's go. I'm sorry. I can't contain myself when I get going. I can't contain my energy. If I could, I would. All right. And I'm not here to, listen, I got this alpaca, beautiful alpaca. And it's my mom and my mother and dad. It's the dove. It's the dove from Cash. And it says Finn and Daisy. This thing is made out of alpaca handmade in the mountains. You know what I mean? Anyway, I just wanted to say thank you, man. Double top at 63.6. It's a bounce to 66K. Wow, that's legit. Sam, thinking about controlling his emotions and go crazy 10 seconds later. Love this dude. I mean, no, honestly, I wanted to be full of energy. I wanted to push you guys to the upside. I was in full control. You have to understand. Like, that's like, I want to get you going. That's God speaking through you to tell you that you can, you will, you are the best. You got this. You already are in control. You already have the house you desire. You already can give the money to the poor that you wanted to. You can already do all these beautiful things. Ask yourself, how come I can't donate $5,000 to the poor today? Ask yourself. You know, our dream shouldn't be about driving Lambos and being the richest people in the world. Our dream should be, can we make an impact on others? Can we give back in a way that means that we did something for ourselves and for God? It feels amazing when you help other people. I can't tell you, when someone takes a one-on-one, they pay the $300, and I spend an extra hour with them. Like, the hour comes up and they go, you got to go, you're super busy. And I go, you know what? Let's spend an extra half an hour. And they look at me like, and I say, I'm here to help you, man. My goal is to help you, not just to cash in. You know what I'm saying? It's great that I get to make money. It's great that I became successful. It's great that my channel blew up. It's great that everything is going my way. Awesome. But, you know, it's more about you than it is about me at this point, because I'm on my way. I figured out the discipline. I have things set in motion. I want to set you in motion. I want to get you going. And that's it, all right? Anyway, we made a live chart on ONDO. It's actually going up right now. Looks like it could go pretty well. Let's get back into BTC. BTC and this beautiful little flag here on the 1 minute time frame. And I've seen flags like these do some damage before. That looks like it's got a long length, and that could do some numbers. That would put Bitcoin back at 65.5, back on that weekly support or resistance level. We must crush this resistance here for BTC and here. All right. So crucial, we get back above 64.5. Like, that's going to be your line in the sand for today. You don't get back above that, this is all just, you know, kind of smoke and mirrors. All right. And look, I'm always projecting into the future. I'm always planning the next trade. Like, who cares? You know, it's great that we won, but let's plan out the next trade. All right. So the entry would be here. Stop would be there. Let me see where my 30-second 200 is. Yeah, holding nicely above it and getting tight. That's a good sign that we're on our way to further upside, right? Please check Umacoin. Firing my boss soon. Thanks to Sabby. God bless the flavor, man. Serious question. I hear you say God. What religion are you? Don't worry, man. Just know that I believe in God and I believe in you. And I believe in love, light, and happiness. And I'm in the religion of love, man. You know what? If I had to pick a religion, I am in the religion of love. I love all people, and I'm full of love. And if you're ready to love everybody and love yourself, then you're part of my religion, all right? So God bless you, my friend. There are no labels in the house of God, man, all right? What's your TA eliciting to Stevie Aoki live at Tomorrowland? 24 beats are insane, and making gains is great. You're so funny, OMAC, man. I love you, brother. Hope you're having a wonderful day, man. Hope you're having a wonderful day. You're funny, man. Oh, man. And I hope everyone is out here just enjoying their life. The key is to enjoy your life. I don't care how you do it. As long as you're not hurting anybody else and you're doing, you know, enjoy your life. Make it happen. You know what I'm saying? Don't say I wish I coulda, shoulda, woulda. Say I did because I did it. I did it. I did everything that I could have. For myself, for my family, for my life, for the potential of just being awesome. It all happened the way you wanted it to happen, right? You got to put the profit above it, man, buddy. You got to learn how to trade there, Sammy. 63,428. So 64, I like that. I risk $100 for 347, and we're already up on the trade. So if we do that, if we lose the 200 SMA, you know, so we don't have to risk a lot inside the trade. But again, it's still looking a little sketch. I like the low stochastics, though. And I love being above that 200. That's my go-to jam. I'm going to take the shot, all right, as it's getting a pump too nicely. Up $7. That's the fastest $7 you ever make in your life. Like, I was up $7 in literally a half a second. That's crazy. If I sell that, I would have made $7 in 10 seconds. Like, insanity. $11,337 trade here. Not a lot of money in the trade. $392 at 29x leverage. I feel like we might as well just push that to 30. I don't know if that does much, but I like 33 actually. The guy's on the 33 over there. Everything he does is 33, huh? He 33 people, 33 times, 33 wins, 33 buys over there. Only religion here is making gains. Religious, this guy, no. I don't want to, no, but we do. I believe in God, man, 100%. I put God first. You know, that's the religion of God, like putting God first. That's all. Making sure that God is number one in my life. And making sure, you know what? Because if you believe God's number one, then you believe all the people around you are good people and are worth it. And if people are good people and worth it, then, right? Bring the light life, I'm feeling it. Yeah, exactly. Because if I told you I was Catholic, if I told you I was Jewish, if I told you I was Muslim, the second I say I'm Muslim, a guy, you know, a Catholic says something. The second I say I'm Catholic, you know, it's like, I'm a lover of life, everybody. I just want to see everybody get along. I know what God wants. God wants us all to love each other. Like, I know that in my heart and soul. I know, we all know what it is. You know what I'm saying? We all know how to treat each other. That's the religion, man. Do what's right. You know, don't be a pain in the behind. You know what I mean? Like, be there for your fellow. You know, help out your neighbor. Always think about somebody else other than yourself. Like, that's religion. You know what I mean? Don't give road rage. Don't throw people the finger in your car. Like, you know what I mean? Someone cuts you off, go the other way. If someone's riding on you, pull over to the gas station, see if they keep going. You know what I mean? Don't bring any negative attention you don't need into your life, everybody. Everyone here is going to be multimillionaires. So if you're out today and you're doing something silly and someone's driving funny, let them go. They already showed you that they're a waste of time. That's the one thing about road rage. The person already showed you they're a waste of time. That's what my dad used to tell me. And get out of there. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter if all of this is a simulation. It does, though. You know why? Because even if that is, then I don't even go there, honestly. All right. Sam, have you read Meditations by Marcus Aurelius? I think I may have. Marcus Aurelius was a known Roman, right? I took Latin, and I used to study. We had to translate Marcus Aurelius. You know what I mean? Let's take a look at Blocktopia. One of my holdings, and this coin from last rally was amazing. And yes, I mean, the second I see this, I pull a fib from wick to wick. I see we're at the 706 Fibonacci. It's kind of a secret fib that I added inside between the 618. I take this wick here, and I mean, we're getting that bigger move. And see, once you got it, which means once you have that vibrational energy, you can't be stopped. And once you live in love and you live in the strongest frequency, you know that you're on your way. So, and then you look for feedback, right? Like, I look for the testimonials and the people in my trading group. And when I get feedback and people say, hey, you changed my life, amazed, right? And then I know that God is great. And then it comes full circle and everything comes back. And then I'm back in the charts again. You get it? So the group just reiterates all my faith in God. The group just tells me, hey, man, keep moving. Keep keeping the faith. Keep doing your thing. Everything will play out in the long run. And nobody has to do anything. No one has to be anything. You don't have to pray to this. You don't have to do that. You just have to be yourself and be full of love. And I'm cool with you. I'm so cool with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, what else? What? Everyone tries to control people through religion, through everything. And I think that's where people get divided. You know, if we live and let live, that's when we can find that happy medium. So yeah, I'm into Blocktopia a lot. I'm seeing this as a, you know, again, no one's selling this coin off. It's been silently just, and look, it's got the shoulder, head, and shoulder. I'm in this coin, and I've been slowly DCAing into it because nobody's been talking about it. And eventually the metaverse is going to get big again. They're probably going to implement metaverse and AI. There's going to be some type of implementation, right? Yeah, can you take a look at Solana, please? Yeah. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength. Marcus Aurelius. I mean, everyone that gets to a level of success figures out the same principles in life. That it all came from within, that there's quantum theory, we live in quantum, and that you can pull things into your life by actually believing they're real before they're real, and therefore they become true. There's like scientific evidence almost. I mean, I guess it's hard, but your vibrational energy creates your world. You're in control if you're in control. All right. These are nature's laws, just like this guy said. These are natural. Again. And I talk about this on my live stream because you don't hear about it a lot. And everybody wants to be successful. And it's funny, people tend to tune out when I talk about this stuff. It's really interesting. And they miss out on some of the greatest information of their entire lives. Right? Shout out to everyone here. 1151, 1,600 people here on the live, 700 likes, blessings on blessings, $47 in chat revenue. Yeah. Can you check Tesla? Yeah, we look at stocks, whatever you want. I've been looking at Tesla, calling it a buy. I've been screaming Tesla's in a buy zone right here. Because look at the bullish div on the daily. I'd buy bullish div on the daily of any, of an asset this big. And then I see it turning into an inverted head and shoulders. So I see this as the top of the head. I say this is a screaming buy for Tesla. One of the best prices you could ever get for it. I could be wrong. But my indicators are telling me that it is. And if I look at the weekly's so oversold. The last time the weekly was this low, okay, we did going lower, I guess. But there was a pretty good buy. That was a pretty good buy. That was a good buy. It's always on a dip. And you have a low, a high, a higher low. So I'm bullish on Tesla at 169. And to me, they're going to print money. And the S&P is going to continue to go to the upside. So I don't see how we don't get to a 550 Tesla. And it looks like it could happen within, I don't know, a year and a half. March 2025. All right. I think Brett is going to be huge. I keep hearing Brett, everyone. Like, not owning Brett may be a bad look. So let's talk about it. Brett, right? Again, how do you get some Brett? You got to get base. And how I did it is, it was pretty simple. To my brothers and sisters, Sam is the hardest working man in crypto. Trust that if you join the 99, you will get far more than your money's worth. OMAC, God bless you for saying that. I really appreciate you saying that. Thank you. Those are the super chats that mean the most, man. Blessings on blessings. Brother Sam, I see an inverted head and shoulder on the 4-hour time frame for Bitcoin. Can you check? Yes, we all see it, my man. Blessings on blessings. I've been talking about it for days. I see it. Brett's got this shoulder, head, right shoulder, though. You see that? A giant head and shoulder pattern. Ripped up. It's got some buy zones, but it's got a head and shoulder pattern. You see it? You can see it clear as day. 1, 2, 3. Again, it doesn't mean any for sure, but 68% of the time that's going to dump. Is that going to rug all the way back to the beginning? Unlikely. And again, base is getting big. Aerodrome's getting big. I talked about Aerodrome all night last night on the screen share. We went over base a lot. We talked about the base meme coins. I posted all the meme coins on base to my trading group. They know every single meme coin on base, a list of them all. All right. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them really main coins on base right now. And we could get, when base comes, it's going to be a coin likely. I think there's going to be an airdrop for it. God bless everybody here on the live. Thank you for being here. Appreciate each and every one of you for jumping on in and hanging out with us. All right. Yeah. Max Heat is, I'm sorry to hear that. If it doesn't work in your region, it happens, move to a new region. You know what I mean? It might be it might be worth it. You might have to move. But that's a head and shoulder pattern. It is to me. All right. Let's see if we get a flag here. Remember, trading is like chess. You don't know what the player that you're playing against is going to do. I don't know what's going to happen today when I show up on the live. Wow, look at all the buys coming in on this, though. Look at just straight buys. Low, lower, high. That's a head and shoulder pattern, though. It says it's going to dump. But it's hot. How would I buy, Brett? You would just go here, trade on Uniswap. I'd hit trade on Uniswap here. Keeps trying to send you to Kyber swap. Connect your MetaMask wallet, right? And I have, this is on base right now though. Remember, I've already moved this Ethereum to base. So I'm on the base network. You see what I mean? Look. Right here, if you go here, I'm on base. See, I'm on the base mainnet right now. I got my Ethereum on base. How did I do that? You could easily just go to Coinbase and send wrap CB. It makes it CB ETH. Really easy. Or you can use a bridge. The bridges may give you some airdrop potential. All right. So Brett could be hot. And so what? I got 0.65. So I'll do 0.33 into Brett with the 77. All right. It's going to be way cheaper, 23 cents now on base. So now you can use Ethereum to buy these memes. Swap failed. Try using a higher normal slippage. Yep. I get it. So it's all about slippage. Go here to your, max slippage auto. Custom. Usually you do like 1%. For me, that's what I usually figure out. Make sure everything's still the same. Look, 36 cents, and I'm using Ethereum. It feels amazing. Oh my gosh. Yeah, you have to do the initial bridge, but once you're bridged, you're out. So like no one's going to use the main chain ever again. You see what I'm saying? So I just bought some Brett. All right, so you can see I'm building up. And again, I'm late, right? This thing has already done a pretty big number. It's already done a 4 or 5x, but it's very small. Market cap's still very below the $1 billion mark, right? You can definitely 4 to 5x these to $1 billion. A lot of the other little coins did that too as well. Then do you have the coin? You want to know, do I have the coin? All right. And you see everything was confirmed. You can import token. You go here, hit the contract address, grab your MetaMask wallet, hit import token, paste that contract address, and hit next. And you'll see your Brett in the wallet and the monetary supply of the Brett and the token you imported. I got Brett and Normie, you could see. And so I'm building a base protocol portfolio now. Look at 333 ETH. That's so creepy, right? So weird. Everything I do is the 333s, the 777s. And like the odds of that happening are so crazy because I would have done everything to the number. Like what are the odds of me having 333 ETH at the end of that? Yeah, Normie was a little harder, but Normie's the same way. I'm on Deck Screener. I go to Normie. And again, don't buy these just because I'm buying them. Please don't do anything you see a YouTuber do. Do your own research. Ask yourself if this means something, if it's worth it to you. I just watched these protocols blow up before. I watched people get in early, and these things are already up huge. Like from when they first got out, like look, they're already up an 18x, a 12x, right? But usually there's another 5 to 6x coming. So buy Normie was the same way. I just hit trade on Sushi Swap. I hit this button, and I bought it on Sushi Swap using my base my base protocol, right? Oh no, how did I buy Normie? I'm trying to connect. Yeah. And there's my 333. Then I bought Normie. Look, 7.7. Should I buy more? No, it's like telling me what to do. I just really find that really strange that I end up with 333 sitting there. I find that really, really, really weird. Only 1 million in market cap. I'm in. Yeah. Say, what do you think of the graph token? Buy Eggy. Universal numbers preparing you for your next step. That's how I look at it, man. Especially when Normie retail come in. They're going to pump our bags. Bang. Buy Normie. I'm confused by the bridge. Would love a video showing us how to convert ETH or bridge just to the base network. All right, I'll show. I think I could do it now and we could pull it off later on. Right? I'm pushing it right now, 12 o'clock. Shout out to Blair Stevens with the 333. And you guys are learning so much here. I teach you as much as I can all the time. So we go back to the Ethereum mainnet. Do I have any ETH? I have $250 in ETH, right? So I don't think I'm going to bridge. I'm going to show you how to bridge to the base network. Okay. Bridge confirmed, right? So I hit this button here and I hit bridge. That's what I did. Very simple. Inside of my MetaMask wallet. I bridge from where? All right. I bridge to the base network. And it may be less expensive somewhere else or cheaper. I entered the ETH that I wanted, right? 0.07, let's just say. And then you could pick whatever token you wanted too. Like say you wanted to get NORMIE, you could bridge your ETH to NORMIE right then. You get it? It would all get taken place here. But what I did is I had US Tether, and I wanted to bridge the Tether to basically to Ethereum. So I chose this is Tether, USDT, right? Which I don't have anymore. And then I chose this is Ethereum. And I hit confirm. And I bridged my ETH to base. It was very simple with the button here on MetaMask. All right. There's other ways to do it. This was very simple. All right. All right. Okay, so there you go. Sorry, I don't mean to. Anyway, let's get back into the motion here. I lost what I was doing. We were in the sauce here. Oh, yeah, we were still working on this trade. I do so much stuff in crypto. I'm like, where was I again? I was like, I just bought a coin over here. I just did this over there. Like, I'm in an ONDO trade. Look what I did in the last half an hour. We started an ONDO trade. I taught you how to bridge the base. I'm keeping you up to date with the hottest new things in the game right now. And you don't have to watch. See, everyone else, you got to go watch a 20-minute video. Here, you got it all. You got your Bitcoin update. You learned how to trade. You learned base protocol. I gave you everything. I told you what's going to be hot for the week, and you stay relevant. Like, you know what's going to be, you know what the next trend is. 2-3 months from now, when all these base tokens are pumping, you're like, oh, remember when we bought those coins? Just like Alex Labs, when we bought Alex in stacks, we were into BRC20 when the day it came out. I made one of the first inscriptions ever. Okay? Unbelievable. So, like, we're going to provide you with so much information here every single day, everyone. It's going to blow your mind. Bit of an Adam and Eve double top. You see that? Has some Adam and Eve double top vibes, if you ask me. Like it wants to break to the downside. And Bitcoin getting rejected really by 64,500. That's really what happened here, in my humble opinion. As fun as we all had here, we got rejected by 64.5. Okay. The 1 minute barely holding on to the 200. All right. We did some good in and outs today on our trades. All right. Oh, I'm in a trade. See, I didn't even know I was in a trade. I forgot. Now we lose the 200 SMA. That trade's a wrap, and that's an Adam and Eve double top. That's the only thing. Remember when you're in a trade. All right. Important. One important thing. And I was up in the trade because then we get in here. I wasn't paying attention. Ooh, I'm out on that Adam and Eve. I'm out on that. Yeah. And then I had to give back 90. Now, if we come back up and we make some type of movement, but right there, it's just like, that's like he wants to dump. It's an Adam and Eve double top. You can see it clear as day. And then you just lost the 200 SMA on the 1 minute. So it kind of keeps me from being weary, right? Looks like it was a short squeeze. Best mentor in the game. Thanks for everything, Sammy. You're the man. You got to look up Cali Chain on CoinMarketCap. Still pumping on MEXC. SEC probes Ethereum status as Bloomberg slashes odds of Ethereum approval in May. The U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission has launched a probe into Ethereum to determine whether the largest altcoin is a security. It sent subpoenas to the companies. I mean, it's been around for 10 years, man. Like, come on now. Like, how weird is that? How are you going to watch something grow for 10 years and then decide it's a security? It's being bought and sold for the last 10 years. Like, it's just nuts to me. That's why I love Bitcoin, man. They don't know what to do with Bitcoin. You know what I mean? They don't know what to do with Bitcoin. Dude, Immutable X and OKX joined to launch a GameFi launchpad on the OKX network marketplace, NFT marketplace. That's big. Incubeta, Q, presale over Uniswap and Bonk. Crypto whales, what do they know? The key to making money in crypto space is getting in early, either through participating ICOs or having a good entry point. With a scene filled with several peak projects and little upside potential, crypto whales have been opting for incubate, a pre-sale, over top altcoins like Uniswap and Bonk. This could be just an article making you think to buy this coin. So don't get, incubate is a new thing. You can look it up. All right. But don't get too hyped and don't get, don't let them sell you a dream. Look at this dude. Aerodrone pumping, So Cali Chain, $18 million market cap. Huge move on Mexi Calis. That flag, we were in the money too. And had I been paying attention, I wouldn't have lost that trade. So if I was live trading like I was alone, I would have been in the money and then I would have taken the money. All right. Anyway, it's okay. That's an M pattern, and then the M broke to the downside. It was an Adam and Eve double top. Look, we called it. We called it. Adam and Eve, man. And it was supposed to break the length of this to the downside. That's exactly what happened. To the 200 SMA. I mean, this is not beautiful. All right. My voice for me. I got minus for Doge. Jay Clayton said it wasn't a security when he was paid from the Ethereum Foundation. You're funny. Front is ready for a new all-time high. Frontier, right? Maybe. I'll look at that another time. Right now, I'm not too... Thanks, whoever gifted me. Jasmine making a partnership announcement tomorrow. That's going to be a big deal. That's exciting, actually. I own some Jasmine. Shout out to the likes. We got 777 likes. I love y'all for that. 777 on the likes. Let's get the likes up to 1,000 people. I know we can get 1,000 likes on the live stream. Appreciate you for doing that. You give me the 1,000 likes, I'm going to give you the top trending coins on Token Metrics, which you'd have to pay to know. So give me 1,000 likes. I'll give you the top trending coins on Token Metrics right now. I'll reveal it for the day. So you're going to get some alpha if you give me 222 likes before I get out of here. So you get to 1,000 likes, I'm going to drop some alpha for you. All right. Pump is canceled. Yeah, it's over, man. To the downside now. Aptos is the hottest thing right now that I'm looking at. It looks very interesting. And we can find out what's kind of brewing and what's hot. I'm a beacon of information for you in this of inside of the industry to kind of show you what's happening. It's supposed to be at 1K already. Wham. Likes to the upside. A U.S. House Plus $1.2 trillion bill to avert government shutdown. I know. Can you give me insight onto Apple? Sure, man. Apple Inc. Whenever you look at a coin, you want to look at the weekly. All right. So we'll look at Apple on the weekly. Apple's been on basically a bull run ever since 2006. Look, they say Bitcoin's a bubble. Look at Apple. Apple's in a bubble then too. Apple's in that's insane. And actually, there's bearish div here on the 1 week chart, which is kind of sketchy. And there's even bearish divergence here. So they're just going to keep printing money. And so previous support is resistance for Apple. And it has a double top at 198. But to me, I'm watching the flags. And lately, it's just been doing this. Now, it could easily drop. If it drops, it's going to hit the 200 SMA. Am I bullish or bearish on Apple? Honestly, they're going to continue to print money. So the money has to go somewhere, and it goes into the value of these stocks. I see Apple making a parabolic move to the upside, unless we see a black swan event, which I know is, that's perfect for you, Sam, right? But again, I'm super bullish. And look at the weekly. The weekly's oversold. So I see accumulation. Like I say, this is a good time to buy Apple, which is weird, right? But that's what the charts are telling me. The charts are telling me that Apple's on the way to $300. Quote me on this and come back. It says by December of 2025. All right. Don't say I didn't warn you yet. Get listed on bigger exchanges. Kyle, a hunter's dream. You said crow with knife? I don't know what that means, but... Oh, no. You can't do maintenance on my alerts. How dare you? How dare you? It's horrible. Worst thing I've ever seen in my life. So the dailies in this cup and handle showing signs of life here for Cal. I think it's this guy's talking about. I don't know. All right. There was one other coin that I wanted to get to. Look how much work we had to do to get what we needed today, to figure out what was happening. Right? We had a good time, though, didn't we? I had a blast today. It was fun. Look, there's a bigger flag that could break out. It's a bit of a cup and handle, too. We had a good time. Look at it. It's just funny. You can see that, you can see what we did, the remnants of how we made it happen. Back above 63.5, which is a crucial resistance. Back in a flag that could pump to the upside. Target takes you further up. At least the resistance at 65 too, and then we'll see where we go from there. The 1 hour's got to be oversold now and wanting to pump, right? And you dug your heels in the ground and still made, still made that higher low. So that's all we really wanted. And we started the morning with the move to the downside, the measured move there to 62.7, and we hit it 62.8. It all started with the 7 minute, and then we found the reversal in the smaller time frames, and we played along right there. I mean, I woke up the day with a short. We saw the reversal, played along. Look, we retested this trend line. So which could be a spider line or some, but we retested the top of this. Had we broken back inside, we were dropping down. And that still goes for today. If we end up below here. So watch this level so closely. Like a hawk. This level is like, you lose 62.7, you're dropping down. You're dropping down to this area right here where this little notches right to 59,000. So we're not out of the water yet, everybody. I want to always keep you on your toes. Always make you realize that anything could happen. All right. We lose 62,600. We go back down to 59,000. It's pretty we got a battle on our hands. So Bitcoin, you really want to see Bitcoin get back above 65K and then go back for that 68.5 level. But only time will tell for BTC. Everyone, thank you so much for the comments, likes, and subscriptions. We appreciate it. Thank you, everybody here on the live. We love you, and we thank you. Ron Cow, I appreciate it, man. I can't go over every single coin. Maybe it is going to be the hottest coin since sliced bread. I may be missing it. You never know. I appreciate it, though. I'll look at it for a second. People get so, pissed if I don't look at a coin. You have to remember, I had 500 coins. At one point, it's I get it. It's another coin. And again, it could 100x. I'll miss it. I might miss out. Cow, crow with knife. Cow. 777s. Look at all the sevens. That's interesting. It's on crypto.com. Chronoscan. And we taught you base protocol today. Team, we should rip that stuff out and put in how to, just maybe take a little bit of the stuff that I talked about, maybe somehow make even a one, could be even a short even. I think you might be spot on here with a $9.5 million market cap. This thing looks like it's going to go pretty high right now. It's bullish on just what I'm looking at. 100% gains possibly coming. Brand new coin on Crow. I know nothing about it. I have to do my research. Crow with knife. My mom went in for a biopsy Wednesday. The biopsy caused a massive bleed, and now she is waiting to donate her organs. Every time you get emotional, it made me value my mother even more. I call her more. I spoke deeper every time we spoke. My mom went in for a biopsy, and the biopsy caused a massive bleed, and now she's waiting to donate her organs. Are you serious? Every time you got emotional, it made me value my own mother even more. I called her more. I spoke deeper every time we spoke. Hey, man, I love you more than you would ever know. I appreciate you. And, you know, we're all going to go through it. I'm so sorry to hear this, man. Yeah. I'm still numb, bro, but I'm glad I'm here. It cut off the text. I love you, man. 100%. Glad I did some research and found out that some crows have learned more than 100 words and up to 50 complete sentences. And that's more than enough to become the biggest meme coin on the Chronos chain. The ticker is cow. Crow with knife. Funny. I don't know how big it's going to get. I don't know. Site's pretty lame. But again, the chart looks good. And this still could put in the shoulder, the head and the right shoulder. And this could be a shoulder, a head and a right shoulder. And we could get back to all-time highs, everybody. As long as we don't go back inside this pattern, we're bullish. As crazy as that sounds. All right. So the second we go back in here, we're probably dropping back down to 59,000. And then the bigger ideas that I put out are there. But I'm open-minded to see. You never know. We'll see what happens. I'll keep you updated one step at a time. And last but not least, someone asked about Dogecoin. I think Doge will get a bit of a move. Look, it's doing the same shoulder, head and shoulder for Bitcoin. Whatever Bitcoin does, Doge is going to do. I know that's like not what you want to hear, but that's the facts, everyone. Right? So, understood that Doge got back above this key level, bounced off of it. It's range bound. Anywhere between 11 and 19 cents is probably a steal for Doge, and it's going to go back to its all-time high. You're going to see a 70-cent Doge at one point, and even more because it's going to be a payment network. There's so much more coming on for Doge. I can see it. So, but you do whatever makes you happy. Okay? I can't tell you what to do. I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I say and do should be taken as financial advice. Okay? It's in a pretty wacky pattern. Bit of a flag still, though. Look for it to come to the bottom of the pattern or to hold this key level here. It looks more likely it's going to come down, but the daily looks good to me. Like it's in a flag. And I see a flag in a lot of coins. So if Bitcoin could play ball, chance this thing just breaks once. So I'd look for it to break back above here, retest 17, and then it's gone up to 25. Dogecoin. And last but not least, he said, check out DUPE. Yeah, too small of a market cap, but brand new. I mean, it looks like it got rugged, you know. Almost $1 million market cap, though. Does have locked liquidity. I know nothing about it. All right, everybody. Blessings on blessings. Thank you for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. Remember, if you came to the channel, then you're already doing the right thing. And, yeah. I figured black on brown was nice today on a Friday. So I kept it, you know, brown and black for you. I love you all. I appreciate you all. I'll see you tomorrow. And thank you so much, man. Everybody. If you gave me 1,000 likes, I was going to show you token metrics. 60 more people hit it. I'm going to show you what's trending. It's pretty hot. It's pretty good data. I'd like that. I'd like to know that data. But again, we didn't get to the 1,000, so it's probably not going to happen. I give you 10 more seconds to figure it out. 10 more seconds. I got so much faith in this trading group and all you people, though. I know you guys are going to do it. I know you're going to do it. 1,000 likes. We'll wait it out. We'll wait. I can wait anybody out. We do it again every single day. I don't know how we do it every single day. Time and time again. And there, we're going to get the likes. That's 1,000. Nice job, everybody. I appreciate that. And $106 in chat revenue. You're amazing. And so we got Opulus, Dow Maker, Kimbo, and Gala. I'm in Kimbo right now. All right. Kimbo is in AVAX. I believe in AVAX. Kimbo was in AVAX meme. Let me double check on that. But I'm pretty sure, yeah. Kimbo was like the premier AVAX, you know, meme. And it's kind of doing its thing, consolidating here. Want to see it kind of bounce back up. It has head and shoulder vibes, though. We'll see. Kimbo. All right. Everybody, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I'll show you the screen. Sorry. This is Kimbo here on AVAX. All right. $3.6 million market cap. And again, I own the coin, but you do whatever makes you happy. If you haven't made substantial gains, I wouldn't mess with any of these things. You know what I mean? It's like you earn your right. Shout out to the channel sponsors, Decrypted Tax. We appreciate you. Jump on over to decrypted.tax and get yourself set up for the tax season. It's coming up. You have 1 month left to get it in. I love y'all. Thank you so much. I'll see you tomorrow.